Okay, I just refreshed my memory. I think I was right. Grosjean. Because the full-time drivers were PK and Alonso. I thought PK had left after the whole... Mind you, the whole Crashgate thing wasn't found out until later into the 2009 season, was it? And then I think PK was let go sometime after that. So it would be Grosjean. I was right.
So, not the best start, Callie, but we have still got time, so let's push, please.
Okay.
Finishing sixth. Beat sign. There. This track is another one that I don't seem to do very well at, but I definitely think the AI is pretty OP around here. This is another one I've really struggled at.
We've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use.
Mind you, I say that, and for the Aiden Jackson story, I've only driven it once so far. And that was in 2021, and I think I was last in that one because the car was just dreadful that weekend. Oh, fuck.
Safety car, no overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
Copy, can do.
Oh, Mercedes put. Oh, Hamilton. Hamilton's out. Damn. There's Aiden. I think the Connors foot livery looks a little different, like there's like different like markings. Like I don't think there was black on the front of the nose. It's probably a tribute to Davidoff.
Okay, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Where is everybody? Why are Ford so far behind? Third? Huh. I guess that is possible now. Safety car in this lap.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line.
How far
Stay in
behind
position
where
until the
was
green
everybody?
flags.
Wow, that's hilarious. It says Toyota on the Haas car. Didn't? Oh, I forgot about that.
Okay, clear.
Whoa. Hogwarts was very slow on the restart. Dive bomb. Oh no. I was gonna try it, but oops. My bad. I did come out of that a little too hot, to be fair.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Aiden, you not? Corner cut. Wow, the ERS is mad powerful. Oh, what the? Oh my god. I didn't expect it to be still there. I thought it was going to be long gone. These signs is next. Never really liked this section of the track.
Okay, you're in the dirty air of the car in front. Let's get past them.
Sorry. There we go. I've noticed something. We've only done the pick a driver once. Did it like near the beginning, didn't we? I don't think we've had that since. And we're still at 24, to be honest. So this 24 part has actually been quite long. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Never really liked that sequence recording for some reason. I can never get it right.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Can I get it? Now, I know Callie stated that she didn't really want anything to do with it should the worst happen to Davidoff, but the fact he left on nothing is really bad. I didn't see the leave or anything at all. I don't really agree with that. It's kind of messed up. One thing I'm noticing is the EOS is really powerful in this game. Like the overtake mode. I'll take it.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
I got the fastest lap, I think.
Well, talk about taking advantage. Mayer was really nowhere to be seen until the safety car. What a turnaround.
Yeah, that result keeps the team competitive at the top of the table. She recovered really well for an impressive finish at the end there.
I wonder what happened to
Following a
Aiden.
significant dip in form, I think there's a glimmer of hope for Connor Sport today, and they've kept pace with Ferrari in the battle between the top three. Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari, do it again.
Booyah. Charles Leclerc with the win. Let's go. Maybe it says F124 in the background. That's cool. So that safety car was pretty much a scripted scene.
Hey, have you seen Callie anywhere?
Yeah, she's around there.
Hey, Charles.
There you are. What are you doing back here? You know everyone's looking for you.
That's precisely why I'm back here.
Yeah.
You okay?
It's not meant to be like this. I haven't even cried. Just feel sick.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, when someone dies, you're supposed to let it all out, right? Cry and gnash your teeth and wail. And I just can't. He was never there for me, Aiden. So nothing's changed.
Oh.
It's all right, Carl.
I see Devon upset and I resent him for it. It's different for Devon, it always was. And I've tried blanking it out. Suck it up and drive, you know. But all I can think is I'm doing exactly what the great Davidoff butler would have wanted me to do. And I hate him for it. Then I remember he's gone, and the whole cycle starts again.
Mm-hmm.
You need to talk to someone about this, Callie.
What do you think I am doing?
Oh. I don't think Aiden's the best person. Oh. This is what I love about Aiden. Now he's become this real friend of everybody. It's kind of what I feel he always had. Now, because it's kind of unusual, really, because...
Dev, hi.
Finished strong out there today, Cal.
Yeah, thanks. Felt good.
Are you doing all right? It seems doing really well.
I guess.
Just all tickety-boo.
Sorry, Dev. Is this congratulations or...
Yeah, no, absolutely. Congratulations. Great to see you thriving.
Thanks. Are you okay?
Me? I'm golden, mate. Yeah, got ahead.
Yeah, I think it's all kind of getting on top of him, isn't it? What was I going to say? Yeah, Aiden always used to... Oh, dang it. It's a mum.
Mum.
Ooh, send up a flare. Someone picked up. I'll alert the media.
I mean, I think they've got plenty to say about me already.
Oh, haven't they just? But listen, congratulations, Cal. I knew you'd turn it around after the safety car.
Yeah, thanks. Worked out well.
Because you're an incredible driver, that's why. Listen, I just read that piece comparing you and Devon. Did you read it?
Kinda.
Well, I don't think those kinds of comparisons are fair. I really don't. I tried calling Devon, but he's just so busy these days. How is he?
Upset. Maybe even upset with me. He still doesn't really get it, you know? It's like he thinks Dad was kind or something.
Well, your father was many different men, Cal. Many different men. It's complicated.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
I'm here for you if you need me.
You can stop saying that, Mum. I know.
All right. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Bye, Mum.
It used to be Aiden that needed the pep talks. Now he's giving the pep talk. That was awesome. Callie has proven time and again why she deserves the attention she has. Over the years, there's been inevitable comparisons between her and her now retired brother Devon. There is certainly a familiar driving style that can be seen when analysing both their races. From their early careers right up to their days in Formula 1. But we're here to talk about who is the better driver. Devon was never capable of the level Callie is driven at. Wow. Oh, okay. That makes sense if you didn't really see him. That's kind of like what I've been kind of doing with the whole Jackson and Maya. I've made them kind of siblings for story purposes, and I've kind of done the same thing. You know, made them very similar in style and everything. Have I read this already? No, I think it's new. Actually, no, it's not. I've seen this already. Okay. Sidetracked a bit there. Still impressed. They're talking like Red Bull has been this all-dominant force. And in 2024, they weren't. For like half the season, pretty much. May single hand. Poor Aiden, he just gets shafted. There's so many like trolls in the social in this game. I know you're keeping to yourself, but I've got a few media outlets keen to speak to you. When are they not? I know these guys personally, and I trust them 100% to approach things delicately and give you full veto on the piece if we want it. No pressure, but it's something I really would help to draw a line, on your terms of course, and whenever you're ready. Makes sense? I can get a hold of you after the race. I will try again later. In the meantime, I forwarded some media opportunities to Ben. He can run through the specifics with you, something to think over. But yeah, for once, it's Aiden Jackson giving the pep talk. Love it. Suffers minor front wing damage while defending her position on track. With only a handful of laps remaining, she makes the call to stay out and defend her position. Huh.
Okay, feedback on the front wing, please. How's it feeling?
I can manage it till the end.
Okay, listen, we'll leave you to it then. Go for it.
I've kind of had to do minor front wing damages with Jackson a couple of times. I think it looks barely anything. It might be just handling just to make it a bit tougher. I suck. Shit, same corner again. I keep locking up there. I suck. Dang it. See, with these kind of videos, you get a full taste of the fact that I'm not really good at these games. For sure. I think I'm gonna rewind that. But yeah, definitely getting back on the throttle definitely reminds me of F122. But a better version of it. Doesn't spin like a top in every single corner, even though you have low revs and stuff.
The pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance.
Callie about to get some adaptability points. Yeah, I totally see where... Whoa. What did Perez went over there? I kind of see where Callie's coming from. You know, it took me a while. It was Dad's funeral where I finally kind of let it out a bit. But until then, it was just like numb. But the situation is drastically different. Of course, Callie wasn't really that close to her dad, obviously. So, you know, it's very hard for her to grieve under that kind of, you know, kind of mindset. So she hasn't really done it yet. But yeah, it took me a while as well. It took me till the funeral to let it out finally. Oh my god, he's pushing me against the pit wall. I could have been a horrendous accident.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 34.0 seconds.
You know, I like the harder racing AI, but at one point you've got to have common sense. You know what I mean? Like, keep having my headset fall off my head. I'm gonna have to adjust it at some point, I think. Of course, with what Dad had, you know, we were made aware that, you know, it was going to happen with what he had. I think the more surprising thing was how soon after that it actually happened. Like, you know, and
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 5.5 seconds.
you know, he never had any sign that anything was wrong. You know, he was trying to get some signs, and then they thought it was like his eyes were going and everything. Well, not going, but he probably needed different glasses, I think.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
And it's like a few weeks later, and you find out, oh my god, he's got this thing that, yeah, that was the shock. You know, that was the surprise, really. I mean, I think it was the last time I saw him before he passed. That I sat there and I'm like, this is my old man. You know, because before then we met him before he got like. Before he'd even got like his first symptoms. We met him like I think a month before. And he was talking about, you know, how he was going to New York for his 60th and all that. And then a few months later that happened. It was like, wow. It was really just the surprise of it all. How quick it really happened.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
But yeah, for Callie, it's very different.
So as we come into this tail end of the season, you just get a feeling that Connor Sport are just losing their edge.
They're just not bringing enough points
Max
to the
wins
table
again.
every weekend, are they,
Where?
Crofty?
Oh, we were in
This is
Brazil.
such a
Where
good
was the
ball.
rain?
And Ferrari are nipping at their heels too. So is there enough time to turn things around? On this form, I'm not so sure. The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
I like how the fans come onto the track. That's kind of awesome. Doesn't that guy look a lot like Adrian Newey? He kind of does. We hadn't had interviews questions for a while.
Callie, clearly some front wing damage there at the end of the race. You decided not to pit. Just talk us through that decision.
Yeah, look, in a situation like that, I'm going to go for the option with the highest potential gain. There may have been a time where Connor Sport were happy to even finish in the points, but that time is well behind us now. We're in a title fight, and you just can't beat Red Bull by playing it safe. Staying out there, it might have looked like a risk, but really it wasn't. It was the right call.
Well, clearly you lost some ground to Red Bull today. Just a few races left in the season. How concerned are you?
It's not what we're hoping for, but we've still got time left to close the gap. And we've all seen how much ground Connor Sport can close on Red Bull when it counts. Today wasn't ideal, but Connor Sport will continue to fight for the title.
You seem to have lost some momentum, certainly that we saw earlier in the season. What do you put that down to?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle across the board. I mean, we're all pushing hard, but this is new territory for us as a team, and maybe we don't have the experience that Red Bull has in these kinds
That's
of battles.
fair.
Everyone at Connorsport, they know that we need to fight harder, and that's exactly what we're going to do now.
And finally, Callie, I just wanted to ask how you're doing. It has been a really tough few weeks. For the team, for your family. I mean, how has it been racing with everything that's been going on?
Yeah, well, every day is different. Some days you feel good, can put things out of your head. Other days it's tough to get out of bed. It's hard to know if I'm making the right decisions, especially when it comes to dealing with this.
That's great, thank you.
Yep. Much discussion of whether it was the right call to make under the circumstances. Some people believing she had time to pit and improve her position. I'm third. Okay, sure.
Take a look at this, please.
Really pushing for a sponsorship deal with them. They've stricken a cosmetic brand. She's in the middle big lawsuit that claims their products are harmful. They want to partner with an F1 team to strengthen it. Position of weakness will allow us to be a good deal and bring in some funds for the team. Stole it. Devon is really annoyed about your decision not to bring his health guru friend on board. Two team members took some strays from him when he was ranting and raving about it. Damn. Wow, the guru was a big hit. Fuck. This is the Connorsport. A difficult race in Brazil follows the hard heels of lackluster. Dang it! Every time I read these things, every time. Hey, Cal.
Hey, Cal. Everything okay? I saw your interview today.
I don't know. I think I'm going a bit insane.
More than usual?
All right, old man.
Okay. I mean, jokes aside, I understand. I think, given the circumstances, you're doing really well. Is there anything you need from me? I mean, can I help?
Well, I think I changed my mind and I'd like to give therapy a go. Is that okay? Not too late?
Never too late.
No.
I'll set it all up for you.
Cool. I'm a bit nervous about it. I find it hard to talk to people.
Hey, you talk to me?
And Aiden.
I guess so. Okay. Thanks. I'm gonna run now and get in the ice bath, but chat soon.
Chat soon. Bye, Cal.
Oh. Cal has really good people around her. Devon's being a bit of a... trying to find his feet in the business world. It's not all his fault. Speaking of which...
Devon?
Yeah, that was unacceptable
Oh,
with
God.
a laughing stock at the paddock. I'm on my way up.
Oh, that's good, because we need to talk. Why are you going over my head to make a deal with Harmonia? Listen, they're the laughing stock.
Your office, 5 minutes.
This is like last performance both in Singapore and Mexico. Remember that this team was... everyone was hot tip for the title only a few months ago. Damn. Although Red Bull World Championship with a little more certainty with each passing race. Damn. Callie made his decision to stay out with the front wing damage. Sparked much discussion in the racing world, with some claiming it was a necessary attempt to avoid losing track position, while others questioned whether it was a little too bold given the stakes of the state in the seat. What the hell? Oh my god. Discussion around her decision was vast. I think we should be real headline from Brazil. It was an incredible drive with a damaged front wing. I'll leave others to speculate over whether it was the right call to stay out. You're damn right. Mona Mill prefers to do her talking on the track rather than in front of the microphone, but the British hopeful spoke at length today about her mental health troubles. Maya cut a relieved figure, opening up eloquently on what she describes as a tough few weeks. Still, the mental health issues within sport has received attention over the last decade, with multiple top athletes speaking out about pressures of top-level competition. But with the death of her father in the harsh glare of the spotlight, she's in a unique position. As Formula 2 regatta race between Isaac Hajar and Gabriel Bortoleto looks set to rumble on past Qatar, all the way to Abu Dhabi. Bortoleto leads the way by only 4.5 points in what has been the closest battle since its inception of Formula 2 of 2017. Bortoleto won F3 last season at the first attempt. Okay. And if he secures the F2 title, he would follow George Russell, Leclerc, and Piastri to win back-to-back rookie successes. That's what Mayer's doing in the Aiden Jackson story right now. Hajar, meanwhile, has had a strong start to the season, but faded as his campaign has gone on. Hajar's 4 future race wins, most on the grid, means that to write him off in this fight, especially with 2 rounds remaining and valuable points still on the line. Bortoleto's place in Formula 1 for grid has been confirmed with Sauber. Hajar's future within the Red Bull family is less clear. Much hangs on the future of Perez and Liam Lawson. Soon there will be one fewer engine manufacturer on the grid as Renault ends its engine development in 2026. So we won't be seeing Renault for next year then. Major change for the sport, which has counted Renault as an engine manufacturer almost continuously since 1977, but the last decade has been difficult for Renault, whose customer base has dwindled to just their own works team following a very public parting of ways with Red Bull in 17 and mixed results with McLaren between 18 and 20. Vettel's 4 consecutive championships for Red Bull were powered by Renault engines, as were Alonso's in 2005 and 6. For the Renault works team, but other than a race win in 2021 at Hungary and a handful of podiums, silver has been hard to come by. Yeah. Aiden Fan 01. Devon's face in the garage, he did not look happy. Someone's for the high jump. Yeah, he knows the joint now. I can't see a future for this team where he stands back and watches, yeah. It's amazing how it caused controversy to actually stay out and try and get some more points. I can't believe that's been frowned upon, to be honest. Callie should have picked. Oh my god. I had the pleasure of meeting Callie a few times now. She's amazing for even being back in the car. Rotating some Euro tracks adds a bit of variety each year. Nah. Especially when it comes to Spa. I don't know why. That was really bad. I don't get it. Spa should never be under threat of anything. Oh yeah, it's the this guy. How is everything going over there? You may remember I introduced myself a while back. I'm on the board at Butler Global and picking up some threads after Davidoff's passing. We worked closely together and I'm always keen to learn more about Connor Sport. Obviously it's a big part of our operation. We don't get a huge amount of visibility on what happens over there. It would be great to get to know you all a bit better. Huh. So these guys don't even know much about Connor Sport at all. Let's start digging into the telemetry and damage reports. Doesn't look like Callie's front wing was more compromised than we initially thought. Could have gained more by pitting, difficult to say, but Devon's been making a lot of noise about it, so be prepared. Oh god. Here's the video. Skip ahead to 5 minutes if you want to start from when Lily makes her entrance. Don't beat yourself up about it. I know you really wanted to make it back for this one. We all did. But there'll be more in the future. Besides, she's doing fine. She was disappointed, sure, but she got over it pretty quick once she found out she was having a sleepover at Grandma's next week. Oh. Oh. They don't even have the space for Zoe anymore. That's sad.
It was time to pick, Cass. Why didn't we get that wing replaced?
It was marginal. We asked Kelly how the car felt and she wanted to push.
She's becoming a liability.
Now she's driving well.
No, you need to keep an eye on her.
I do?
These are your drivers, Casper. You need to keep them in check. That includes Callie. If she's not behaving herself, that's your responsibility, mate.
I know.
Because I'm telling you now, there is something wrong with her.
Are you okay?
Dev.
She's not right in the head. Why can't anyone else see it?
Well, she's coping. So?
She should be sad. Why isn't she sad?
It's complicated for her.
You know why she's not
Oh, and it's not for me.
overly sad,
I
Dev.
mean it like that.
So what did you mean then, Casper? How is it different for her? Huh?
It's none of my business.
Oh, poor Callie. But Devon's all right. Devon will be fine. No problems. Is that it?
No.
Yeah, and only the wise Casper Ackerman can possibly understand her grief. Huh? No, tell me. Yeah?
Dev,
Enlighten me,
chill,
Casper.
man.
How is it different for her? I mean, she's your favorite after all, right?
That's not what this is
Devon,
about, is it?
chill out.
No, how is it different for her?
Just
How is the death of
Just
my
let it
father
go.
different for her?
because
Devon.
your father had 2 kids and he only raised 1.
Damn. That wasn't a good thing to say, Kaz.
Shouldn't have said that.
You know what?
I mean, he's not entirely wrong, but...
I think Connor Sport needs a change of direction.
Oh,
It's
man.
not my place.
No, it's, I'm not convinced you're making optimal decisions. Title slipped away.
Come on, Devon.
I've been thinking about it for a while, actually.
Let's just talk about this.
Your services at Connor Sport are no longer required, mate. I hereby terminate your contract
Damn.
Are you for real?
with immediate effect.
It wasn't the best thing to say, Kaz. I think you only have yourself to blame.
Ciao, Casper.
But, Devon, you need to chill out, dude. This whole thing is piling on the top of him. It's like I said, he's a little out of his depth.
Where is he now?
I don't know, he's just gone.
He's not much of a
Get him to come
leading
back.
ball person.
Well, hang on, wait.
It's not even
Where are you going?
his fault that he's
I'm
into
gonna talk
this.
some
Like,
sense into that idiot brother of mine. We are not doing this without Casper.
oh,
Callie talked to him and Aiden too. They tried to get him to change his mind. They were angry. But, well, I was angry.
Did you try to change his mind?
No, Devon and I didn't talk again for a while.
damn.
And then what happened?
That was that.
I know Kaz didn't mean it, but that certainly wasn't the smartest thing to say. He's not wrong, but he shouldn't have stated it. Especially with Devon in this frame of mind at the moment. You can definitely tell that all this is getting on top of him. And he's not, like I said, he's a little out of his depth because he didn't, it had to fall to him because that's what Davidoff wanted. And Devon's not really, he's never been really, what's the word? Trained for company leadership. And it's all piling on top of him and he's losing it a bit. He's kind of like, this is all getting a bit ugly. Ballard looks to a familiar face to help him right this ship. Really? Oh. Now, we drove as Callie the last time, so we're going to do Aiden this time. Yeah, because we did Callie at the first one, didn't we? Then we did that, so we're going to do Aiden this time.
Were you worried about the team's performance without Casper?
No. I had a plan.
What plan?
Getting a new team principal. Or an old one.
So, why did
Andrea.
you take the position as team principal at Connor Sport, having stepped down from the role
Huh.
2 seasons prior?
You have kids?
Yes?
Okay, so one of them calls you and says, I need you. You're there, right? Any parent would be. Connor Sport is my child, my baby.
Yeah.
I made that team.
Mm-hmm.
I would do anything for them. But I made it clear to Devon that I would only accept that job on a temporary basis.
Fair enough. Okay. That makes sense. Damn. That sucks, though. That sucks. It's a hot clash in a very emotional circumstances. It kind of happens. Ackerman sparked fresh speculation over the circumstances of his departure. Following a recent interview, Ackerman, who almost left amidst much furor after the Brazilian Grand Prix, recently gave an interview to Dutch press. Damn. My idiot brother fired him. Went so viral in the F1 world. I don't blame her, to be honest. Much resistance about Butler's decision to fire him, but I'm still reeling from it. I truly believe that Ackerman's spell as principal was the best we'd seen in a long, long time. And we had a team principal who hadn't even completed 2 full seasons in the role before he was mounting a title challenge. I mean, don't disrespect to Connor, who I'm sure will do just fine. But it's realistic to expect him to compete with the standard Ackerman set. Oh, it falls apart this season, it will be the fault of only one person. Damn. Devon Butler, speaking himself and not through an claim that the only way to sort the team out was to change from the top. Ackerman was cutting the mustard, but Connor needed to hit the ground running. Oh, okay. I read that wrong. Butler also added his role as new CEO of Butler Global. He'll be mentoring events closely, but when push comes to shove, Butler will know as well as anyone that the buck stops with him, and the shoes that he must now fill. The financial, managerial, and personal heft of Davidoff Butler would mandate anyone, but Devon is no ordinary personality. Two CEOs have been lunching together this week in Swanky Soho spot. Fun is the place for de rigueur when backroom business deals a strike. So what was on the menu? Lobster perhaps? Fall grass? How about a lucrative sponsorship deal to pin Harmona's name, logo and toxicity in Connor Sports' eye-catching F1 livery? Oh god. It's hard to say who needs the other ball. Connor Sports is a paranoid soap opera whose turbulence is matched only by their rich boy penchant for wasting cash like water. Meanwhile, Harmona is already bankrupt, if financially flush, needs a brand reset. So, I sense this is going to plunge Butler Global into financial problems, and because Devon is not really a experienced company man per se. Yeah, I think we can see where this is going. Also, the season films proved a promise to take a disappointing turn since the shock firing of Casper a few weeks ago. Team struggled to regain the blistering form that once categorized early season charge. And may look to Andrea Connor to turn the team's fates around. The team's founder, Connor himself, was the one to hire Ackerman in the first place, and now finds himself replacing him at the request of the team's new owner. This is a series of unorthodox, feels like putting it mildly, but Butler will be hoping that Connor's experience and history with the team will help bring stability to a team that has experienced true roller coaster of the season. Despite rumors to the contrary, because Monaco will remain on the F1 calendar until 2031 at least, the classic circuit has been the staple of the F1 since 1950, as the disrupted calendar of 2020, and has been a constant amid team driver and regulation changes needed for much of Formula 1 grid live in Monaco, and Ferrari's Charles Leclerc grew up walking around the streets that very summer Metro Moses came into the racetrack. I can't pronounce any of this. I'm stumbling. So let's talk about the circumstances of his departure, and Connor Sport seems to be having the opposite effect. You know, best journals on this. Has anyone ever asked Weber? He's pretty tight with Casper, isn't he? I'm going to sort of tell you Farnham was the wrong move, but at least he's bringing in some history to the team. And it clearly wasn't working. A good team principle would have got the team out of this rut. Damn. And has managed to get back on form following the nightmare at Zandvoort. Best place for Jackson. Damn. Do I get a pay rise for surviving all this team drama? Yeah. I know, right? Nah, he's probably not thinking that. Jackson doesn't seem like that kind of bloke. It's really for Mania's idiot brother comments. Can you blame her though? Alright, Snowflake. Good trolls. He's right though. He's right. It's resource-based industry. Devon's method is just untraditional. Yeah. Untraditional? Give me a break. He's washed. Doesn't know the first thing about managing a team. Damn. What was Butler thinking? Still can't get my head around it. Their title chances are now in the toilet. Jackson's got front row seats to the Andreo comeback tour. Done with this team, right? I didn't even do anything and that's still going to happen. Butler's probably done it himself, isn't he? Let's be honest. May well be asked about Andrea's leadership this weekend. We know how much you both miss Casper, but we'd be really grateful if you could support him in the answers you give. Got him. Got him. Oh, Brian Doyle from the first part. Who's on the world of F1? I'm enjoying my retirement, currently having a lovely time in Fiji, of all places. My little world tour is going to take me to Australia in March, same week as the season opener. I was thinking of heading down there to say a quick hello if you're free. I don't do too much of your time, know you're busy. Thought it'd be nice to have a quick coffee and biscuit. Well, I'll have the biscuit. You don't have to. Oh? Thanks for your input in FP2 about tweaking the balance. Okay. To the race weekend.